Today we will learn how to use a color sensor to stop at a line and follow a line. First, what is a color sensor? A color sensor emits light from a transmitter and detects the light reflected by the receiver. By doing this, it can detect the color beneath the sensor. Before we get started, let's open up the Spike app and connect to the robot. First turn on the robot, then either connect via Bluetooth or use a USB cable to connect to the brick. I will be using Bluetooth. Make sure the color of the button is green, which means the robot has been updated, and proceed to select it from the list. Once you finish connecting, make sure that the icon in the left top corner is green, confirming that you are connected. Now let's start coding. First, let's program the robot to consider the correct motors for its movement. We have to make sure the motors are aligned with their port. We want the robot to keep moving forward until it sees a black line. To do this, we will use an OR statement inside a repeat until block statement and make it so that if either sensor detects black, the robot will stop. Ensure that whenever you check a sensor, the port corresponds with the port the sensor is plugged into, which you can also see at the top of the screen. We want to move until the line, so put a move forward block inside the loop. After the robot sees black, we want to stop, so outside the loop add a stop moving block. Now download the program to the robot. Next, let's program the robot to follow a black line. The idea behind this is for the robot to wiggle along the line. This means it will keep turning either left or right based on whether or not it sees the black line. For example, it will turn right until it sees the black line, then turn left until it no longer sees the black line, and then turn right again until it finds the line. First, let's program the robot to consider the correct motors for its movement. We have to make sure the motors are aligned with their port. We want to program the aforementioned conditions for it to turn right if it does not see the black line, and turn left if it does. To do this, we can use the if-then-else block. For the condition in the statement, we will add an OR statement. As we have two sensors, we would fill in the block with the sensor blocks. Ensure that whenever you check a sensor, the port corresponds with the port the sensor is plugged into, which you can also see at the top of the screen. Make sure the color is black. Inside the then statement, at the start moving block from the movement section to make the robot turn right. Do the same for the else statement, but set it to left. I am using 30 degrees for right and -30 for left. Then put the whole program inside a forever loop because we want the robot to follow the line infinitely. Now let's test it out.